It's all right.
Is it a slider? No.
Nope, we changed it.
Multi-game. Multi-game. Transition.
Well, good morning again, everybody. This is our second attempt to get this little bit up and running. We have had some technical difficulties due to the Wi-Fi here today. So I will start all the way from the beginning. Today is November 17th. Today is the fifth official X-League match, and we are at Shore Lanes in Neptune, New Jersey. Here with me, I have Steve, and you all know I'm Kim. So we do have three pairs set up. We have Scratch, Handicap 1, and Handicap 2. Steve, tell us a little bit about the teams and who's on each.
So let's get started off quite simply. If you're not familiar with X, let's start with this. If you're not familiar with X League, let me give you a little introduction. Every match is out of 80 points. It's added up of all three pairs combined. Each pair can earn up to 25 points, individual points and team points, as well as 5 overall points for the wood. So, as you can tell, Scratch means straight up. It's just score to score. And Handicap 1 is with Handicap with the score. And Handicap 2 is the same, but everyone's average is 215 and under. So it's a little twist to the normal formula, let's say with competition like UBA or Federation. But let's start looking at who's on each pair. The matchup in particular that will probably give the most intrigue is probably Scratch, because it's a high octane match. Because let's start off with the number 1 seed, that is the Ocean Hitmen. You have leading off Jordan Maliza, you have the middle being Rob Romer, and then you have the third person being Robbie Guzman. And then on our side, the Dabba dudes, we have Greg Tack leading off, if you're familiar with that name. We have Brandon Schmidt in the middle, and then anchor Joey Hosella himself. It should be a high octane match, high scores. I don't expect it to go lower than 220s, 230s on each person.
I hope so. Practice is looking very well for each team, though. A lot of strikes out there already in practice.
Yes, I'm going to say that Shore Lanes has potential to be high scoring, but the only thing to keep in mind is that the oil does not last long.
Yes, it definitely breaks down a lot quicker than Playground or a lot of the other houses that set up heavier patterns.
When I bowled here last time, and I'm a lefty, and I even started to feel the transition after game 1. So I can only imagine for people that are right-handed how much of a transition we're going to be feeling. So
I know, being a lefty, you have such an advantage. You, Travis, lefties just have it easier.
You know, that is, I think, true to an extent, but I will say this, as a lefty, the thing is when the transition hits and you start getting to that middle phase, it kind of sucks because you don't have that room that the right-hand side does sometimes.
We also transition a little bit later, not so many people playing on your line. Righties, we got to figure it out a little bit quicker than that.
But if you're by yourself, you can dig in and make yourself a nice tunnel. And I like a little trench, and you give yourself some area.
Also seeing a lot of some of the same equipment being thrown, though, throughout the lanes. Everybody came very prepared, knowing what this pattern and this house shot is. So they brought everything they have with them, but after practice, I'm seeing a good amount of some of the same equipment up there.
I think that's because from last year being the first year of this league, and making a lot of people haven't bowled here much. I think for the last couple matches here, people took notes and kind of paid attention, and people made lineup alterations to fit the house. And I think that's something that was missing last year, where a lot of people try to force the same lineups in a lot of places, and it just wouldn't work sometimes because some of these people just don't bowl there and don't work.
Oh yeah, last year I could definitely say for a fact, some houses I never bowled at before, but it was a great learning experience as well. Very frustrating, but overall a great learning experience.
It's one of the joys of travel league is that you go to places you don't normally go to, it gets you outside your comfort zone, and sometimes it gives you to introduce you to new people that you wouldn't meet before.
Oh yeah, but it's great when you come to things like X-League. You run into even people that you've seen throughout other different bowling organizations, tournaments, leagues. I'm seeing people that are from up north that I also haven't seen in months, or even from the summertime tournaments, things like that. So it's great for everybody to reconnect and get to see one another, especially right before the holidays.
Absolutely. And I think this match is going to be quite interesting because I think it's going to be the last one right before the holidays, right before Thanksgiving. So let's see if people are going to be thankful for this match or be wishing for better luck in the new year.
And also, anybody that watches, please have a great holiday and safe with your family this holiday.
Stay safe. Make sure don't undercook anything, especially chicken. Please don't do that. Don't
Chicken? Turkey? What are you talking about? Wrong bird.
No. Most people don't even like turkey. Unless you fry it.
That's a hit or miss, but I love turkey, and we are going to start setting up. So we will say goodbye for now, but we will be commenting from the background. Thank you guys, and have a great day. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Kick ass,
everybody.
Do well, guys. You got it. Watch my mouth.
Remember, PG today.
That's why I stopped myself.
PG today, Alex.
Let's go, Michael.
Good luck, everybody. What's up? We got it, gentlemen.
Do this. Do
Go
this.
do it. Let's do it. In your opinion, what pair do you think is going to be the closest in competition? Do you think it'll be Scratch, or do you think it's going to be a pair we're not expecting?
I don't know. I'm seeing some even pretty good heavy hitters on handicap as well.
I actually feel like handicap 1 might be the more close matchup than we expect. Because even though, yes, the handicaps aren't too different, I do see it being very relatively close, especially with the way the lanes are.
Yes.
The matchup again. As to mention, we have handicap 1 on the left here. On the top right, we have Scratch, and on the bottom right, we have handicap 2. Alex Jermaine leads off with a strike. Very nicely done.
Alex leading us off right from the beginning.
Setting the example. Let's see Jen off for Ocean Hitman. Ooh, ball skidded. Looks like she hit a wet spot. Let's see. Nice start for Ocean Hitman on handicap. First shot for Greg Tag. Very nice shot.
Beautiful shot for Tag. Beautiful.
Great start.
Way to start off Scratch. Right on
Absolutely.
point.
Listen, I always feel like obviously in bowling, your lead off and your anchor are probably your two most important positions.
No, 100%. Your leadoff needs to also set the pace for what your team is going to do, as well as your anchor spot is your clutch,
Absolutely. And also, your anchor could be your salvage, because if your two guys in the beginning struggle, your anchor can kind of hold it down and be like, all right, guys.
Absolutely.
Time to reset. Ooh, Johnny Reed, unfortunately, looks like his ball checked up a little bit and went through the face a bit.
All right, Mikey.
The key today is to minimize mistakes and try to score. Try to get a mark on the board every time. It doesn't have to be a strike, but leave yourself less opens.
Well, clean.
As
clean as you can get. That was
I think people underestimate the value of being clean. Like, I know that in bowling especially, that strikes kind of become the predominant force. But I've seen a lot of matches lost because they missed a spare because they're striking and the person was clean. So we'll see how it goes. Ooh. 9 pin for James there on handicap 2.
Travis texted me. He said it's very choppy. I was like, oh, we're just recording now. Wait, are we still live? Oh.
Gotta love technology.
Couple issues with the Wi-Fi, stuff like that.
It's gonna happen.
You take it wherever you go. Not all bowling, not all lanes are set up for the amount of streaming. Because nowadays you have so many teams out there, so many leagues that even stream during the night.
Absolutely. Regular leagues.
Okay, good. Well, we weren't live anymore. We were wondering if we just did now the whole thing twice again for all of you.
I think what I predict how this match is going to go is that for the first game, maybe game and a half, you're going to see a high scoring pace. You're going to see a lot of strikes, a lot of good marks. And I think as it goes on, you're going to see it start to peter off because of the transition and you're going to start to break down.
Yeah. 100%.
And the key today is you can't really go, you have to watch the speed. I think the key today is maintaining your speed. Is that if you go slow, I feel like if you're watching some of the ball reaction, the back ends are very sharp.
Oh yes, this house is definitely going to drive a lot quicker than some of the other houses. then you're going to switch and don't hesitate doing it. If you wait too long, it will be a bad decision.
Make your move, stick with it, be confident in your move. Jordan started off with a split and recovered himself from a strike. Nice recovery.
He did.
There's divisions further north.
We got Ray Rivera here on handicap 1. Starting off with 2 strikes.
Yeah, he's so.
You heard it from Kim first. Ray sucks though, doesn't matter.
I love it. He's my brother-in-law. I'm allowed to say it.
Making Andrew proud.
There you go, Johnny. Much better.
There we go.
Started to recover.
We have a crowd. This is nice. My home crowd. Is this our home? I told him that.
No, our home, not for us. Our home center is Playdrum.
Our home is Playdrum on Route 37.
To give you a heads up, for the Ocean Hitmen, their home center is Ocean Lanes, and for the Dabbadoos, their home center is Playdrum Lanes in Tom Durr.
The House of Oil.
That's right. Oiliest house in the Garden State. I'll tell you that.
You bring your most reactive equipment to that place, and it still won't move.
Bring your sandpaper. RJ, it was a good shot. Didn't make the turn though. Looks like it held.
I didn't think about it. Also during practice, people throwing the same line and line and line to get lined up for it. Yeah, Dave!
Nice shot, Dave.
And there we have Alex complaining as usual. Anybody that's on this team knows that it comes with the territory if you have Alex remain on your team.
You'll learn about all the colorful characters in due time as we go along here.
You do?
Some people I know, there's the silent killers. I think RJ and Johnny would be more of that design.
Oh, 100%. And then you have loud people like Alex, Travis.
Who is not here today, but
Me,
one day.
I'm a loud bowler as well. 100% I am a loud bowler.
Absolutely. Listen, that's what makes it fun, though.
That is 100% what makes it fun. That's what bowling is allowed to be.
Alex figured.
Oh, yeah.
Just looking at how the lanes are shaking up, it looks like handicap 1 looks like it's the advantage to Ocean Hitmen at the start of the beginning.
There's still a lot of bowling
There's a lot of
left.
bowling
We are
left, but
only
they
at the
set
beginning of
themselves
the
up
third
nicely.
frame.
While on scratch, I would say that the Dabbadoos have set themselves up much better to start.
You're
And-
correct. We have 2 splits on the Hitman side so far for scratch. We have 1 on handicap.
Now, that you heard was just Adam right here.
Speaking, Adam, come on over and say something.
Hello, everybody. We are here, sponsored by Deadwood, over for Blue Chew, presenting you the Dabba-Doo. Yabba Dabba Doo!
Don't forget him.
Give me a oh yeah!
So we are definitely one of the louder teams here at X League.
So it's funny enough, the shore division has actually a reputation of being one of the quietest divisions in all of bowling. Like, for real, like for the most part, if you listen, it's pretty much sound of bowling, people's high-fiving, that's about it.
Oh yeah, seriously. If you go up north though, poof,
It's very much 2 different worlds.
can't hear your own thoughts.
And I think it's very interesting when we do, like, especially in playoffs, when it's inter-conference, and you see the difference in attitudes. Austin with the messenger. The slowest messenger, but got it.
Hey, slow and steady sometimes wins the race.
That's it, you know, hey. It doesn't matter how you get them down, it's if you do get them down.
I just want the carry.
That's what matters.
On the Brooklyn!
RJ showing off what it's like to be a lefty, because there is no lefty on the
He's like, wow, it's dry in this first game already.
Like I said, guys, speed's going to be a huge factor, as I've noticed.
Hey,
that.
Alex, I like the things you do. Hey, Alex, you're gonna Yabba Dabba Doo.
You're the one and only Alex.
Oh,
All right,
man.
let's see what Ray can do.
Ray and Austin are start off hot with turkeys
Yeah,
each on
man.
handicap 1.
Ray is going in hot. He's focus in the game.
Cat came up a little high.
Yeah, Dave.
Dave's starting to hold it up.
They are.
I would say everything is relatively close right now.
It is
the
way too early to call.
Absolutely.
You know? You got
Absolutely.
a lot can change in one frame in bowling.
Bowling's a
One
momentum
frame.
game where I feel like you can lead off good, but then it switches in the half and then becomes a strike.
Exactly. And it's a huge mental game as well.
Absolutely.
You know, I think that's the majority of the game. Staying in your head, staying focused, staying positive. You can't let one shot throw you off because the rest of your game is gone.
I'll give you an example here. If you look on lane 17 here on handicap 2, you see that he actually pocketed 7-10. It was not a bad shot, but it looks like he just didn't get the reaction he needed.
Could also be a little bit of the carry here.
You can, because it's going to react there.
I'm seeing a lot of ball reaction already still in the first game. Alex picks up his double. Okay.
There you go, Brandon.
So there was a problem with the Wi-Fi, so now we're recording it and we'll upload it later. So I had to do my introduction twice.
Yep. So we're trying to keep up with all the pairs and just see what everyone's doing.
Oh, sweet. You have cameras everywhere? On every pair?
1, 2, 3.
And we can switch between most of them too. Like we can focus on your guys' pair in particular.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Come on, Reed.
There you go, Reed.
There it is.
That you heard who was talking to us, that was Greg Tack. This is actually him making his debut for the team today.
That is correct. That is his first time bowling
Actually,
with
we
us
have,
so far.
for Scratch, we actually have 2 debuts. Greg Tack, that is leading off, and Joey Ocello at Hank.
That is correct.
And a fun fact about Mr. Ocello is that he actually holds the house record here. Fun enough.
Does he really?
He does.
Oh, his name is right up on there, over on top of lane 12 and 13.
Yep, that's for the 300s recently shot, so this is definitely his wheelhouse. Tack is very much starting off on the right foot. Very great shot by RJ. It's amazing how so many people can sling with such speed and with such intact and quite impressive.
How long they can keep it going for? Watching some people qualify 7, 10 games, like that is just. I give a lot of credit to the professionals on TV. I do.
While bowling might not be the most physically intense sport, it is very taxing on the few parts that you do use, especially on your knees, your legs.
Wrist, elbow,
Wrist especially.
thumb, my thumb.
That actually could be an opening for handicap 1 there.
We got to see what Alex is going to do, though. In the end, X League is set up differently from some other stuff. You have to also match point it. You have to take your man.
It's very much so. Even if you're losing the team game, if you can take your wood against your person, you absolutely should. It seems like Alex is struggling getting around that corner. He might be going a little too fast. Might need to move his feet.
He's also chucking it halfway down the lane like a pure Dabba.
So what a great spare though.
But that's what the game is.
That's it. Just got to keep yourself in the game.
The goal is for clean frames. Strikes are great. Strikes are wonderful. But spares win the game.
Absolutely. Listen, spares keep you alive until you figure it out. And once you figure it out, it becomes easier.
These are for show, spares are for dough.
That's right. As Dave puts it quite nicely.
Speaking of Dave, did you go in brackets today?
I did go in brackets today.
Yeah.
So
We'll see what happens.
They also have some side action over here in the X Leagues as well for anybody that likes to
All right, Adam.
spend a couple dollars.
as I put it, like to bet on yourself a little bit. Feel like you're gonna feel yourself today. They do both scratch and handicap. So no matter what your flavor of choice is, they have it.
Yeah, but they have everything from high game to brackets to you can get a little bit of anything. Even $5, $10 gets you something in those.
Listen, hey, and they're $2 brackets. You can throw $20 and get 10 brackets.
That's correct. They are only $2 brackets.
Which is very uncommon in modern
Hey,
times.
Reed.
Great shot by Johnny Reed. Huge double. He needed that to get himself some momentum.
Good shot, JR. Good
See?
pick up, Adam.
Just like that. If you don't strike, clean it up, though.
I think we're going to see, if you look on handicap 2, even though you can't really see the scores too well, the opens are starting to catch up with the Hitmen because as the Dabba only have one open on handicap 2. And meanwhile, for the Hitmen, they already have
also
3.
have somebody on a front 5 as well.
Absolutely. That's what this game is. Most
Grab
important,
it.
came up a little high. He could have gotten away with it. RJ came up just a bit high.
A little bit high, but still those pins could have came out and, just done a little tabarooski.
Absolutely. I mean, those are the kind of breaks you have to brush off in this game. Especially the 8s or 9 pins, that can get quite frustrating because you throw a pretty good ball and you see with something like that.
Come on.
He was trying to get
A lot of wiggles. I'm seeing a lot of wiggles and not all,
I'm noticing that flush hits are definitely the move right now. Great attempt by Guzman, but that is another open for scratch. Well, our scratch pair is not exactly running over. I would say that they are doing a great job holding it and keeping it clean and pushing forward, which is quite big.
So let's see. A
That's
scratch,
the second
scratch
pocket.
right now is 212 to 175 at the moment.
If you look on lane 17 again, that's another pocket 7 on the floor.
That is the second one on that lane, though, that we've seen.
So that might tell me that there's something about the rack that might be leading to this.
5 frames, 2 710s on the exact same lane.
Same hit too, so that might. And this is what I'm talking about with that transition starting to come.
God, I'm seeing so many people's balls that are so reactive. Just in the first game, what do you think's then going to happen by the third? People are going to have to bowl down to some of their weakest stuff.
I think what you're gonna see is that either roll down or have to move way left or right depending on your hand, and allow the ball to creep in. I feel like Greg Tack is going about it the correct way by doing that from the start and actually pushing oil out.
100%. 100%. He's lined in, he's zoned, he's focusing on just hitting the pocket, not scooping it out to come back on it.
Absolutely. And this is why I would say he's probably one of the better bowlers around. He knows how to adjust to his conditions and play to the lane.
He's also super calm and collected. Very unlike myself.
As well as me, I can definitely be a hothead in my times. But level-headed is a very big deal in this game. Brandon with a very nice shot. Greg with a double. Brandon with a triple. No Sella keeping it clean so far. I think he'll figure it out. He'll figure this out. This is his
See,
home
Reed
house.
just had a beautiful shot as well. Today is going to be a game of spares.
I think the key is you have to find that sweet spot where you don't choke up early, nor do you hit too hard.
Well, depends if you need to change equipment, though. May have to, at this time, be changing.
If you're gonna change, I would change on a spare and not a strike. With that, so this because if he misses and leaves another 9, he's only on a 9 spare.
Yeah, Adam!
To give you the current state of affairs at the moment, scratch the Dabba are up 50 with their handicap 1. Ocean Hitmen are up 73, 83 now. My apologies. And on handicap 2, the Dabba are up 21.
We apologize for the profanity out there. That happened to be Ray Rivera, but
As Travis puts it nicely.
welcome to X League. Come on, RJ. Ooh. Oh.
I'm noticing the trend that it seems like the the high hits are leaving splits today. It might be something with the pocket. It could be the way the pins are coming down.
Could be the pattern put out as well.
Could be. It could be a few factors today.
I can say for one, I have never bowled a league here at Shore. Never done a full bowl league for an entire season. Have come here for practice every now and then. And I believe I also did like a UBA or one of the other ones out here.
Absolutely. I barely bowled here, so this will probably be one of my least experienced houses as well. From my own experience, leagues in this house can be high scoring, but I do see it being more in the early games than later. Alex seems like he's figured it out. He got his first double of the night.
Well,
of the morning, I should say.
100%, but he is also chucking it halfway down the lane.
I feel like that's not a bad idea on those house conditions if you have the right.
It's not. It's definitely his style as well. It's not that he just does it here. He does it everywhere.
Absolutely. He is known to be a lofter, and
I used to be nervous that my thumb wouldn't come out, and all of a sudden I'm dragging myself out on the lane.
I think
Isn't that pulling a something?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the word. Maybe not. I can't.
All right. Read with the release.
Like I said, I think you're
People are
seeing
checking up early.
the transition's starting to hit already. Have to start moving your feet left or right depending on your ball speed. Or keep Adam with a mixer but couldn't get the
I don't
segment.
have it in full. You threw 9 pins at it.
I think today that having no less hand would be the move if you can't move your feet. Because you can keep it straighter. Great pickup by Johnny.
Great pickup. That was textbook baby split pickup.
And the key to this is, remember, even if you can't win the game, keep the wood going for the future down the line.
Again, every pin matters.
It does.
Every pin.
Even if it's not what you want. I mean, if you lose your pair by 3 pins, that could be your spare to get you over the hump. And
Next we have up is Ray Rivera.
had a great start. I think got a little lost in a bit in the middle. But I think it found his rhythm again.
I think he found it back. Whatever he did, whatever move he did, it worked.
I think sometimes that we overthink a shot that didn't work, and then we try something different, and then you transition to it and it doesn't work.
Well, you always got to keep in mind as well. Don't move if it was a bad shot. You did something to it. Adjust only on, a good shot, but if it just didn't work out.
Absolutely.
All right, Evan.
If you look on Scratch, Rosell seems like he hasn't really looked comfortable yet. He hasn't found something that works yet. He's only struck once. He's been clean, though. He hasn't left it open.
There you go, Robbie.
Well, that's your goal, 100% at least on scratch. Is if you can't strike, you have to be clean. Scratch is straight up. No handicap whatsoever. There's no pin cushioning.
There is.
There's no cushioning room whatsoever.
And that's the first open for the scratch pair for the Dabba. But you know what? That's okay, because at least in the worst case, it was only his first, and I think he can still figure it out. I think he just has to move his target a little right, allow it a little bit more time to be out there and read. You're gonna have to make a correction on handicap 1 if you happen to see it that the ball bounced out and hit the send pin. Alex with a stone knot. That hurts.
Penny makes spares.
Alex's lane, one facing up, one facing down, if anybody can see it all the way down.
Oh, yeah. He's got 3 different Alex got it.
And he fixed the backup one.
And then he wedged a different one. So now he made it worse.
The goal is to hit 2 pins with 1 ball.
Absolutely. Don't mind the background noise. It's a live league, so you have people coming in and chatting, having a good time.
100%.
Some people there. Hi, Robbie.
You want to say hi?
Hi. Don't watch my bad shots.
We're gonna
That is every shot I've thrown. Don't watch any of them.
Nobody is throwing any
It makes
bad
you feel
shots.
better. We've been on all 3 pairs, so it's not like we're directly only on you. So so everyone's equal
How do you
opportunity.
feel about the pattern, though?
How do you feel about the lanes today?
They're hooking a little bit, but I mean, once I go into the right ball, I should be fine.
I feel like it's biting early, like I'm noticing.
Yeah. A little bit more than I thought they would be, but
It looks like more than last time when I bowled here.
luckily I got teammates that are striking.
What ball are you throwing now?
Right now I'm throwing a GB5, but we're going to get out of that and go into my counterattack.
I can see that.
Let's see if it works.
Nice change up.
Good luck.
Don't throw it twice a frame.
As you notice on the scratch pair, it's been a battle of the first two bowlers. Because the first 2 bowlers have been rolling pretty high, and the anchors have been about even so far.
Yes. But again, even if you look over at a lot of different lanes as well, not as many strikes as sometimes is what we get from some of the other houses that we bowled at for the first 4 matches. However, today is definitely going to be a game of spares.
Yes.
100%.
I will tell you this, that I do believe in something called scoring pace, and if you're not familiar with what that is, that you can't always compare what your average is, you have to compare to what the scoring pace is compared to everyone else. So if everyone's shooting 240s and you're shooting 200, then that's a problem. But if you're 200, everyone's 180, you're doing great. So enthusiasm from Dave.
I hope you guys did watch that last shot. The ball change worked. You're allowed to watch me.
We did.
There we go.
We did.
We will stay tuned in 100%.
As it gets
And if
closer,
you change your equipment, let us know.
I will.
What's going on, everybody? How we doing?
We are doing great.
keep an eye on things. It seems like we're winning 2 pairs, but the middle pair is struggling for now.
Yep.
But they've been rolling hot, so we'll see though. See if they can cut into the wood.
I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
I think Osella needs to find his footing. We got a bad break.
What do you think about the lanes today?
They are very interesting. I feel like the oil is pushed down. I feel like my ball reaction looks more like a urethane than it does a solid.
Interesting.
But as long as you get the ball right, it should come back to the pocket.
I feel like they're more snappy on some of the other lanes than your guys.
This is not snapping at all.
I feel like for your guys especially, I feel like I'm seeing the ball turn later. Well, I'm noticing on 15, 16 and scratching, and it's like biting sooner.
Yeah, so he's throwing a shiny right there, and that didn't snap so much as it did just shape. Yeah, nice pickup, Joey.
As you can see, Osella with the nice split conversion.
That was beautiful.
Those things can add up. They're huge.
Oh, yeah. I think you pick up your splits, man. That's huge. That's huge.
I think the transition's going to be brutal today, in my opinion.
I feel like that same thing, and I feel like I'm going to stick with this ball as long as I can, as long as it continues to shape. But once it starts dying out on me, I'm going to have to go to my pearl
Absolutely.
and see how
Do you
that
feel
rolls.
that that's a little bit early?
I'm not doing anything right now. I'm going to wait until the ball doesn't give me my shape that I'm looking for and go through the pins the right way.
Absolutely. And I think that's the move to do. Is trying to keep you got to keep yourself grounded here, and I think that frustrations can mount. I saw a couple pocket 7-10s already on your guys' pair in particular.
17, yeah.
Yeah.
2 or 3 of them.
Same type of shot too.
Yep. So it's just about getting a nice clean ball reaction through the pins.
I feel like the mixers aren't working today either. I'm noticing a lot of mixed leaves, like people trying to mix it up, but it leaves a lot of corners.
Yeah, you're going to leave a lot of corners. It seems like the backs are pretty dry, so therefore the pins aren't going to slide so much.
It seems that way.
Nice solid
Yeah,
shot. Nice
RJ.
shot, RJ.
I feel like flush is the move today. Keep it right. Don't question it. Keep
Absolutely.
it dead flush.
Absolutely. Try to get as flush as possible, I think. But don't go high.
No, absolutely not.
Pack.
Tack went way right on that shot.
I'm surprised with how dry it is that it just kicked back. It's like NASCAR, solid left.
It seems like it reads early. If you're noticing on some of the shots that if you get into the front of the lane, it's going to pick up as soon, like a urethane reaction, as you were mentioning.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing everybody's balls picking up early.
So If you can ball that can store some energy, that would be important today.
Yeah, deep. All right, I got to
Great shot. Go.
Go ball. All 10.
As you can tell, we're doing this all live, no preparation, just off the cuff. Some fun.
Off the cuff. And we got Alex. Let's go, clean it up.
As you're going to notice, the frustration is going to mount early for some people. Actually, that makes her win.
Alex! Well, he gives the lane 0 time to react.
That is very true. Brandon with a nice strike to pick himself back up. Scratch became very close.
Very close, very quick.
And as you can see, they're on lane 16 on handicap 1. You cannot miss high.
Robbie is correct. He did a ball change and he did a very good correction.
It was very important for him to make that ball correction because I think the most important thing of note is even if you can't win this game is to go for the next game.
100%. Once again, every pin matters.
So Sal looks like he broke his seal.
You're my favorite Florida State Seminole.
Wood matters as well. So I don't know if everybody's 100% confident in their knowledge of X League's point system. So not only is it max point where you do have to beat your man, but you do also have to win overall as a team. And wood matters. It's not just games, it's wood matters.
Your overall wood is going to matter. And I think seeing the big picture is big in this league. Like if you're familiar with UBA where it's only team points, you have to come at these at different understandings.
Yes.
That's another 9 pin on 16. You cannot go high. The high does not carry today.
I would be so frustrated out there right now. I would be beating myself up already.
It looks like Tech is getting himself a little lost in transition possibly. Or maybe he's not releasing it the way he should. Because if you notice, after the 7th frame, his ball was not reacting the way it normally was. Good shot by Johnny Reed. To give you an update on where everyone is at, on Scratch, the Dabbadoos are up 9 pins with Greg shooting a spare. You have Osha Hitmen up 53 on handicap 1, and on handicap 2, you have the Dabbadoos up by 5 going into the 10. It is all very close.
It's super close.
This is a pretty deadlock match so far. Everyone's doing the way they should. Hack left on a very unfortunate open. But
You know how the saying goes, no open in the 9th, but you could go lights out for 10th frame.
absolutely still should be respectable 230, no shame in that. Johnny Reed got the very nice mixer.
Very nice windshield wipers down there.
And as I mentioned, that the wood count is important. And handicap 1 was down over 100 at one point. And now you're going down low. That's the second shot. Awesome. You might need to make a big move.
Well, now that the game is done, if you're going to do an adjustment, you do it now.
Frame 1, absolutely. Brandon Smith with a massive double. That helps out Greg Pack and give him some relief.
That's what being a team is all about, though. Pick up your person.
Third 7-10.
Third 7-10 in the
seven.
first game on lane 17. Sounds to me like it needs some calibrating down there.
It could be the racks. I feel. It looks like it's missing the corner. So it's not tapping level. Robin's remove has worked. That is his 3rd strike in a row since the change.
Robbie in his head 100% is saying that was the correct ball change to do. 100%.
Ocello's got his first double of the day.
That's all thanks to Silver Certified Coach Rob Romer over here. He's the one that. Hitmen head coach.
We are going into the 10th frame on home air. It is going to be a very close call on pretty much every pair.
Very close. But these are the number 1 and number 2 teams. You know, this is what you expected. You have the best, the highest 2 teams. You knew it was going to be a battle from the beginning.
Both put a very good lineup together. Greg almost left to split, but got away with it.
Yeah,
Very big shot by
RJ!
RJ. Even if you can't win, you can cut a big dent in this lead. And the key is that we still win points. Even if we don't win the team game, there's points
Yeah,
to be won.
Dave!
Saturated.
Oh, yeah. Once again, I was told that I had to PG-13 my version.
All right.
Ready with the huge shot to clinch the game.
Ray Rivera with a great double.
So handicap
He's got the first 2 strikes in the 10th frame. He's doing great.
handicap 1 is going to go to the Ocean Hitmen game 1 by a small margin.
But you know what? Look at those scores. They fought for it.
We did.
They did.
Absolutely.
And we're all friends with everybody on these 2 teams, so there's no bad blood. There's
bad
no
blood.
nothing here. We're literally just gonna have fun for today's match. That's it.
Absolutely. And that might have cost him his point. I believe it did. Oh, actually, wait. He still had to throw a good ball. He got it. But he
And
lynched
Ray
his
went
point.
lights out. See, but that's your position as the anchor, doing stuff like that. We talked about position importance before, of how your first person has to set the tone. You have your middle people to keep it going, and then you have your anchor, which is exactly what he just did.
Absolutely. And look, he's even going for wood as you should. Kind of keep the wood close.
100%. You always go for the 2 over the 1.
Very close.
That's Michaels.
Now, so I would say, looking at the score-wise, I'd say that O'Shea took most points on handicap 1, except for Alex. Alex snagged a point for us.
Oh, did the Walter snag a point?
He did. He snagged a point. And Greg Tack actually took his individual point. Even with the struggles at the end, he did manage to take his individual.
He did struggle a bit. Look, you can tell that he just zones back in and has an extremely strong mental game.
Well, absolutely. I mean, look, if you look at his back half from 8 to 10, he went 6 spares, 7, 2 out. So 7, 2 out, 9 spare strike, and ended up with 220. Unfortunately, Brandon split at a very inopportune time. So it's going to come down to the last 2 rolls.
He's very upset about it right now. You can
Absolutely.
say. 100%.
Adam with a very nice shot. It's going to force James to at least make more. Romer did not strike, so
Did not. He got 7. But very
and
main.
with a great start. They're starting off game 1.
Oh, yeah? Alex, come over here for a second. So, how did you feel during that game?
That game? Like I couldn't figure out the left lane in time.
Okay. Well, what are you throwing now?
Huh?
What are you throwing?
The same shit. I feel
But it looks like you snagged your point, though, based on the scores. So you did do well, though, even if you don't think so.
So that matters. Every point. Match play.
Adam with another huge
Yeah,
shot.
Adam!
He's going to force him to mark.
He is going to force it.
Johnny Reed with a great start.
Beautiful ball by Reed.
This is going to be a game.
Handicap 1 is like, we are ready to go in the game 2. We're just flying through it.
That's where it's going to come in. I'm telling you, the transition is going to be in play.
Yes, Jimmy.
Force him to mark.
But here's the funny thing, though. If Adam gets at least 7 or 8, he's going to have to force him to get another shot.
Ooh, forcing your anchor to go lights out. That does put pressure on you.
Absolutely.
100%. Trust me, there's a reason why I am not an anchor spot.
Adam got 9, which, I mean, at this, it doesn't really make a true difference at this point.
He had the first 2.
Yep. And he got 9. So for James has a strike, or it goes to the Dabadoos. And it's us. Dabadoos held on.
With a 5-pin. Alright, step outside for a minute.
Oh, wait, really?
Wait, what? Never mind. Did I do math? Oh, did it not add up to the end? Maybe I'm wrong.
You have not put it?
I thought it didn't add it in yet.
Go, Joey, the ball, kid.
I thought the bar was closed, right? Ray Rivera made a huge announcement saying that the bar didn't open until 12 o'clock and the bar is open at 10:21. Oh, this bar.
going to turn away and say, stay.
So as of right, I have to make a correction. So as of right now, Ocean Hitmen took handicap 1 and 2, and it looks like they will also be taking scratches. So the first 3 games are going to go to Hitmen, but they're all very close. They were not.
Oh, so it added up all the points once the game was finished.
Yes, I did not realize that. Oh, Ray with the stone knife. It's a lefty. That hurts.
Stone 9 lefty hurts.
Nice shot, right?
So that's like a stone 8 for the righty. That means there shouldn't be much about it.
Alright, I'll be back.
Go ahead. Kim has stepped away for a moment, so it's just me holding down the fort. To give a status report, Ocean Hitmen have taken games 1 on all 3 pairs. With the wood relatively close overall, less than 100. I told him so far that all who won the games.
Yes.
So I'll
She'll come over with the points.
but I'll give like the individuals. Absolutely. Nice mixer by Jermaine, which is huge.
A ripper. A little bit
Nice
of
shot by Very nice shot by Johnny Reed. Rapid is still sticking with the Rhino, but it has not stopped working. So what's he broke, don't fix. Scratches just started. A stone 7 start for Jordan. I'm going to say this is going to probably be a game of inches today, especially on scratch where it was pretty close. Starting off with the split, handicap 2. If you need a reminder, handicap 1 is on the left side here. Scratch is on the top right, and handicap 2 is on the bottom right. I will have scores for it, but thank you guys for checking in and see how we do.
Gotta let everyone know that I'm trying to get this back.
You're open to your ethnicity when you want to be.
Absolutely.
Like when something like by an Italian person goes well, you're like, I'm so
avocado with a chicken parmesan inside.
Alrighty. Now we are all officially starting game 2.
As I was mentioning earlier, Handicap 1 is starting off with a bit of fire for the Dabba Dudes. I think they're looking for some retaliation after game 1.
But look at the wood is so close. All 3 pairs. The wood is extremely close.
Absolutely. It's gonna be an inches day, I'm telling you. It's gonna be a nudge up by one of these teams. Hopefully it falls for our side as the Dabba Dudes, but however, they are our friends, so no harm, no foul. I'm not one of those people that
Top 2 teams in the league. We knew it was going to come down to this.
absolutely. We'll put together a
Put
very
it back
strong
in the
lineup.
bag.
Very strong lineup.
Adam with a
Yeah!
great start. Johnny Reed on a turn.
Pocket ball.
This is huge.
All right. Looking like people figured out some of the little quirks from the first game.
Remember, a big thing to keep in mind is that these are handicap pairs, so remember that the scores aren't going to perfectly reflect where they're currently as a team-wise. Even individual-wise. It's not that got the tap.
I don't want to know who does with that.
Our eyebrows look really nice
They
though.
I respect the Wawa hat.
Retail's giving.
For the people that can't see it, there is a mannequin head a couple lanes
Just
over.
the head,
Just the
not
head.
the full-blown mannequin.
It's a Wawa hat on it. Why is it here? I don't know, but it's here.
Could be the team mascot, emotional support animal.
You know, that could be the case. As you see on the handicap one, Ray missed just outside and it picked up immediately. It seems like you can't get it out too early here. You're going to burn up. Just like Brandon Schmidt did on the scratch over there. Got it to the right too soon.
I will say this about Ray. He's a very smooth, consistent bowler. I believe he's also working with the same coach that you are as
That's
well.
correct. Me and him both work with the same coach. All 3 of us are lefties. Even the coach is lefty.
And that's great, having a coach that can, reflect on some of the same instances or maybe problems that they had as a lefty as well.
He actually Ray ran into the problem I just ran into, which is chopping. Like what that would be a chop. It looks like he hit the 7, but not the 4.
So you didn't get in the correct pocket, you hit more of a pin straight on at that point.
Yes,
100%.
absolutely.
We are setting up, we are live.
All right. Ooh, just a bit high.
Absolutely.
Kim, would you like to read them off, or would you like me?
I'm going to have you read them off. I'm going to grab a drink real quick. Would you like a soda?
Water, please.
Water.
So while she's getting us some refreshments, I'm going to update you on the scores. So as of right now, the Ocean Hitmen for scratch are up 3-2 on the Dabba Dudes. The Dabba Dudes took 2 individual points, but the Ocean Hitmen took 1 individual in the team game. The team game is worth 2, individuals are worth 1. So leading to 3-2. Greg Tack and Joe Ocello won their individual points, and Rob Romer won his individual point. For handicap 1, the Ocean Hitmen are leading 4-1, with Austin and Ray taking their individual points, making it 4 points, while the Dabba Dudes have only won 1 point from courtesy of Alex Germain winning the 1 individual point. For handicap 2, it is a 4-1 up for the Ocean Hitmen, with 2 individual points in the team, won by Evan Yersbach and James Caudill. And then the 1 individual point for the Dabba Dudes won by David Saporito. all the wood is relatively close, and it's going to now
Hey,
go
out of
over
trouble,
wood
kid.
totals
Out of trouble.
for scratch. It is 625 to 628. It was literally a 3-pin difference, and it's going to come down to a few pins probably each match. I will keep you updated as we go along, but that is the current recap. Thank you so much.
Alrighty, and did we go over all the scores of the last game?
Absolutely. I went over the wood differentials as well, and we are ready.
Perfect.
Don't mind me, I'm sitting with hydration here.
Yes, we did just get our drinks, and also the bar is open.
So some misinformation by courtesy of Ray Rivera. Lied about the bar being open.
Could have also been certain houses do wait for a certain time
I'm
as
teasing.
well.
I'm teasing. I don't drink in the morning anyway, unless it's a cruise ship.
Oh no, but we did get breakfast on the way though.
Yeah, we went to
did
IHOP.
stop. We went to IHOP for pancakes.
Absolutely. Nothing like some pancakes before a match, right?
100%.
Yeah, well, thank you. Saporita going out. Looks like he didn't get it out there far enough.
Looks like he maybe hit a puddle out there. Nice.
And this is the other part of the transition you're going to see is that you're going to have not only oil dry up but push outwards or downward. So you're going to have to adjust to that. It looks like Brandon Schmidt's going to have to make an adjustment.
He's got his 10 pin up there.
It was a good shot too.
Well, let's see what RJ does over here. Another 10 pin.
Almost left the pocket 8. That's a little. He might be coming in a little too hard. Looks like he's not driving, he's just smashing the
I
pocket.
said this in the middle of the first game. This is going to come down to a game of spares. 100%.
All the pairs are relatively close. Even handicap 1 became close towards the end.
Extremely, yes.
So, and the spares are going to matter.
What is incredibly close for all 3 matches.
Absolutely. And you're going to find that the opens for both teams are going to come back to haunt them later.
And I think RJ broke the pin with that. I think he honestly would have gotten a 7-10 with that one.
Possibly. He got a nice roll on it and bounced right off the back, which you need.
Nice kick out.
As you can see there, it looks like they're trying to clean up something on the lane, possibly?
Maybe pushing the pin back.
Or maybe clearing something. Okay.
That is a different tool. I have not been seeing that something used.
No, most houses just grab it by the hand and shove it back.
Yeah. So they walk straight down, wobble straight down, and then kind of just throw it right in the back. But, oh, he just...
Shuffleboarded it. And the sensor didn't pick it up. Usually, I'm surprised the sensor to the gate didn't go down.
I am very surprised. But I'm also very surprised that he stepped on the lane. You don't see that at some houses. Some you do, some you don't, depending on the house. But me, I would have shimmied my way down there and just kind of gave it a little nudge of the foot to get into it.
Absolutely.
That would have been my way.
Right.
But knowing me, I would have face planted straight down though.
Oh, it's so easy to hurt yourself on these lanes.
Been there, done that, fallen.
I've done that because I got my thumb stuck before and I fucking flew at the ball.
The shoe protectors, I feel, is that's the enemy. If somebody falls, it's from a shoe protector. Make sure you take those off before you roll.
I've done it once before because I was so tired. I didn't realize it was on me until I tried to slide and I almost broke my ankle. Reed got the trip.
Reed got the trip.
It was not a good roll, I'll be honest. Adam with the great 10 pin. Keeping it clean.
Adam can clean up those 10 pins, though. 100% he can.
And that's going to matter in the long run, is making these corner pins, making these marks.
10 pins, 7 pins are not easy depending on if you're a righty or lefty.
Absolutely not. They're going to be very tough. And what we're going to see is these. Pay attention to the opens because these opens are going to be stacking up. One less open on the scratch and we took that. So that's even 2 less opens on the handicap. Austin was on a 4 in a row and now left the stone 10.
That was a beautiful ball.
It was good. I think what happened was it didn't get the roll it needed. I think it might have hit too hard and it bounced.
Those fast bowlers go right through it, you know?
That's another problem you're going to see.
And we do have a visitor. This is Mr. George Williams. George, would you like to say anything?
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Thanks for coming out to the X League here at the Jersey Shore.
He's wearing a Sons of Anarchy jersey, as you can see. I believe he has jerseys of all the teams, really.
He is. He's wearing a Sons of Anarchy jersey
I have every
today.
jersey of every franchise.
That's what I'm saying. You have every franchise, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Because he comes around every time. You'll see him in a different team's jersey. He'll like pick one.
Supports the ball.
I believe this is the home team's house, so that's why he's wearing it, which I think is fair enough.
That is correct. That would be totally fair as well.
I think that's the best way to do it, is to wear the home team's jersey to show like mutual respect and support.
Alrighty. So, looking neck to neck on scratch still. Just like the first game. I mean, neck and neck the whole way.
I don't think we're going to see any pair truly run away with it. I think you're going to see every pair be relatively close.
That's where the fight really is.
And as we can see, the difference between this game and last game is that Brandon is not struggling, but not striking like he was. But Osama picked up.
Oh, yeah.
And this is what I mean that it's a team game. When someone starts to struggle, another person picks up.
Marcelo also has one of the highest scores in this house, though, correct?
Well, he has the house record.
Such an accomplishment to have a house record.
And if you can look on lane 17 again, another interesting split. It seems like the racks are not good on 17. It might be noted that people got to be careful and might want to double check before they bowl it.
Well, the first game had, what, three
pockets, 7
sevens
sevens.
on the one frame.
Yeah, it looks. But as long as we're still recording, I mean,
Yeah, we're still recording. This is frozen. So it seems to be transitioning. It's not connected. I don't know why it's disconnected. Listen, this is the first time we're doing this, so we're going to have trials and tribulations.
it's all right. It's all part of the process, right?
Well, that's why we're commenting on every single one.
Trying to make mention of everything.
Yep.
Another beautiful strike. I think people figured it out this game.
I think-
First game was a lot of spares, a lot of splits. I'm seeing a lot more strikes the second game compared to our first.
I think you're going to see the struggle. The more the struggles start to come in, more by late game 2, early game 3 again, because it's probably going to transition again. Especially on the
I don't think
right
people were
side.
as prepared for it. Everybody really did have a good look during practice. And then all of a sudden, it's like the first game is different.
And the best piece of advice I ever got told is that don't pay attention to what you can do in practice. Try to try everything. Try to be more flexible. So that
That's
way
Ray Rivera on camera doing his happy dance all the way back.
his happy dance.
There's a happy dance. He had a smile. It qualifies as happy.
And he knocked down, he got 7 pins on there. But actually making that an easier spare.
Oh, yeah.
And the pin almost knocked it out of the way.
Oh, I saw that too.
I would be careful, Johnny, on that one.
Oh,
Nice trip by Dave.
that was a nice rimmer. Came back around. Nice little swirl around it.
Absolutely. And it's a
Keeping
slugfest.
it PG-13 for our following audience.
To give you guys an awareness of what's going on, it's a slugfest right now.
So do bear with us. We are having a few small technical difficulties, but we should be up and running very soon. But we do have our main screen on handicap 1 at the moment.
And you can kind of see the action both on Scratch and Handicap 2 if you look close
Oh,
enough.
100%.
It's just
Actually,
a-
you can see kind of both.
Yep. So it's not the end of the world, but we're trying to get back up to give you a better look. Adam with a great shot over there if you see on
That was
handicap.
a beautiful shot. We were able to see that one. Alex with the ponytail.
At least not the man bun. Close to it, not-
I like when people rock the man bun. It's just not something you really see in the bowling community all that much.
You know what's funny? I seen it more up north. RJ got a strike, getting himself on the board again.
See a lot of men going bold from bowling.
Well, it's a stressful game, I'd say. It can get you very aggravated.
I've seen it. Pretty sure a handful of people have, thrown away some bowling balls and to, the creek behind Ocean Lane a few times.
Oh, for sure. People throwing chairs, people throwing balls, people throwing themselves somewhere.
Been at that point of wanting to chuck my own equipment down on the parkway.
Oh, absolutely.
Been there, done that.
Many times at a stoplight, I've wanted to check my thing down the Jersey
And
Turnpike.
Alex
After the split, came back with a rebound.
did. Very angry strikes, though. I will say that. 100%
Absolutely.
angry
Ooh,
strikes.
Ocello on scratch with a pocket 7-10. Another one.
Fourth one.
So
Oh, wait, no, fifth? Nope, still fourth.
oh, fourth. It's close.
Going for it.
Good try. It was a good try. You got one.
Always worth the attempt. If you can still get the wood, get the wood. But if you think there's a possibility that you can make it and it comes down to it, make it.
Absolutely. And the key here is that when two of your teammates are struggling is that you have, if one person's still on fire, let that person keep picking you up until you all figure it out.
Oh, yeah.
Now, handicap 2, if you can see it, it's hard to see, but the starting person for Hitmen is rolling really well, but the middle two can hit some snags.
Well, again, we talked about how the importance of a leadoff is.
Yes.
That
Because
first person sets the tone. You're going to try to always follow up with your first bowler, with your second, your third, and then your anchor. You want that clutch person.
and I call it your cavalry charge. Like they lead you off, they set you forth, and then like, as they're doing well, you want to follow them up. For example, Pete is leading off well for us, for the Dabba, so I think it's inspired some of our people.
All right. Let's see. Ray Rivera up again. Let's see what he can do. Got a lot of tape on those fingers.
Jack almost missed the second spare, but he got it. It looks like he might be a little lost in transition as well. But you will figure it out. He's staying calm, he's smiling, he's having a good time.
That's a good game.
Brooks with high shot.
See what Dave can do.
Zapparito with the wiggle 9.
A lot of taps on these pins, but not the messengers that we're looking for today.
Definitely not. And I'm starting to see that. I'm starting to see what I call a lot of that push down, a lot of that wraparounds.
But when I went outside to ask people how they felt that they were doing, I'm hearing that a lot. A lot of push.
Yes.
A lot of push down, 100%.
I think the
And
oil
there's
started-
RJ with a
RJ
strike.
Right now, everything is very close. It's just a question of who blinks first.
Again, we talked about the importance of spares.
Absolutely.
Today's match will 100% come down to best game of spares, not strikes. It's about cleaning it up. And Ray did get his 7 pin.
He looked a little nervous, but
He
he got
was
it.
nervous. He ducked down, got a little nervous. But you know what? Those corner pins make everybody nervous.
Absolutely.
I said, oh fuck, I missed that.
Every 10 pin I shoot always makes me nervous.
Absolutely. Listen,
Oh, we got one up, and it's the webcam for the win.
we have a shout out to Dave for trying to get it back up.
I'm trying.
But listen, we're trying to make it work. It's all about having a good time.
And we got Adam with the strike.
The timber strip.
With the chicken strips.
The chicken strips. Trip that shit with the chicken strips.
I'm sent to the mom.
And the macaroni.
Alex did not look happy, but he got the result he
No,
wanted.
man, Alex is throwing some angry strikes. Angry strikes right now.
Saucy.
Unfortunately, they can't see you at the moment.
But they can hear you.
Some technical difficulties, but the webcam, that full everyone to go give him a smile. Coming down to the camera is Adam.
You'll see him.
He's going to come down and say hi to everybody, but the webcam for the win, surprisingly, at a bowl event. And we were told this was PG-13, so he can only show the one nip.
You have to pay for the second.
Only one. The second, yeah, you do have to send one of those gifts, you know, a couple dollars kind of thing. And Reed with the strike.
Big shot by Johnny, because To give you a mindful that overall both teams are not bowling bad. To be honest, they're both rolling relatively well.
No, but we knew this was going to come. This is, again, the first and second place team.
Yep. If you look on all pairs, no one is running away with these games. Zapper with a nice strike.
Yeah.
Very nice. It's going to be.
Nobody that good.
RJ, great shot.
I don't know why it's not recognizing it anymore. This is really annoying.
Pardon, you can still hear us, right? Pardon.
Still running.
Okay, cool. Adam with a great strike on lane 17. He's anchoring quite well right now. It is an absolute slugfest to say the least today. It is a battle of strike to strike.
Everybody's really close.
Rosello getting himself back on track. Rivera with a nice spare. We're getting down to the 9th frame on handicap 1. We're in the 8th frame. We're going to be in the 8th frame, I should say, for handicap 2 and stretch. Pardon me? He is still on. Throwing absolute great shots overall today. Peter going again. Oh, great shot. Great strike by Alex. A big strike. This is very close. Pete with a great run, ending at the 8th frame. But if he cleans it up, we can keep it clean. Tack with a nice trip on the scratch. Keeping the pressure on Jordan. And Jen missed her strike, but can the kids spare?
I don't know why it's not working.
I'm not, just we'll keep it on the 1. Alright. Can we still switch between this or this, or we'll stay on that?
Yes, Jordan.
You can do that. You can do that. You can do this, but you're not going to see anything else.
So we just switch between broadcaster and
Let's see. Maybe I can do this. And that.
B with a great spare on lane 18. Keeping it clean, quite important. Brandon, a strike on scratch to keep his run going.
Yeah.
It's okay, we'll make it work.
Hopefully it's all working.
Alright, I appreciate the help. Mike Brooks for the Ocean Hitmen keeping it clean. They're only down Ocean. So, to give you a score recap, Ocean Hitmen are up 15 going on their second bowl. It is all very close. One mistake can change everything. Oh, stone. Good. I'm helping Dave stream. Yeah. You can say hi. And say what's up. What's up? What's up? This is Rubenstein. He's on Aces High. How you bowling today so far?
I'm not bowling.
You're not bowling. Are you
No,
just?
it's my back.
Oh, that's right. I remember yesterday, Friday, you were hurt.
Yeah.
How's your team doing?
So-so.
50-50 toss-up?
Scratch, not too good. Handicap, not bad.
We're like a toss-up right now, too. They won all 3 games, but they're all like dead close, so like it can be anyone's game. So we're seeing how it goes. I mean, it's close matchups. Can't really say much else. It seems like the scores are relatively high today from when I'm looking around. I'm like peeking, like they're doing pretty well down there. We're doing pretty well, a lot of us. Adam him with a nice strike. I know. But rest up. Don't injure yourself. Good talking to you.
Get the 5 out, you big bitch. Get it.
Ooh.
Come on, Pete, stay on it.
Out of trouble though.
Yeah.
All right, Zach.
Oh, Evan.
Very close. Greg made the 7, but he gave himself a heart attack while at it. Hey Ray, on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident were you with that 7?
What?
How confident were you with that 7 pin out of 1 to 10?
10%. Never a doubt. Yeah.
A
Thank God for plastic.
solid 10%er, as he said, but plastic saved the day. We are going into the 10th frame on handicap 1, and Jen leading off with a strike. It's going to come down to this 10th frame. Rob shoot, no. Splits in the 9th. Oh, that's tough for the Hitman. Ocello coming off a split. Alex getting the mixer strike, which is big. He needs to run off to give them some help. He thought it was the 9th frame. Nice shot by Ocello. Ocello has had a tough time today, but he is hanging in there and keeping himself positive. Big split by Jen. Separated with a nice mixer. Adam to anchor it up. Alex going for his second strike, and he went too far. But he was on a double, so it does help him out. She got 3. Great attempt. Adam rolling out to see if he can finish the turkey. Oh, stone 8 pin was a righty. Brutal. Alright, Jermaine got 1, got some wood. Great game to snag the point again. Austin tried to mix it but couldn't get it. Johnny Reed can give us some distance. He goes out the door here.
Is there any old bearded guys here? Oh, there you are. Put you together normally. I just had this head very tight.
Oh, he got the trip. Huge strike.
All right, next league bowlers have your Game 1 top results. Scratch high game, Mark Berry, 258. Handicap high game, Austin Cordero, 289. Eliminator cut scratch, 225, 225. Eliminator cut handicap, 234, 244.
God, that thing, oh.
We're back, and very nice. Shout out to Dave for getting all 3 back up. And at the right time, too, because we're right at the 10th frame.
Come on, Pete.
Ooh, and you missed the 7.
One big one here, Pete. Come on.
Yeah,
Great
Pete!
shot by Pete. Keeping the pressure on. It's been a slugfest. And The leadoff for Hitmen, I think his name is Evan, has been rolling really well. Not much else you can do. They're holding it down.
You got to do what you got to do. That's
Listen,
it.
okay, he's rolling well. Shout out to him. I can't, nothing else to say. That's great. He has the back nine.
Power shot for the third beat.
How do you guys feel so far going into game 2 or game 3, I should say?
It looks like everything is pretty close, but we'll see what happens.
I
Entering the third game.
predicted razor thin margins. I feel like it's going to be a game of opens.
I knew it wasn't going to be easy going in because you guys are obviously a great team.
You guys as well.
I like having some competition on position.
Absolutely. I think it's going to come down to opens. That's how I saw it. Just inopportune opens here and there.
Yeah, definitely spares are key today.
And I don't know if you peeked over at handicap too. I feel like they're getting some really weird splits. Like I've been watching it, and it's every time I turn around, 17 in particular is leaving weird.
Well, honestly, all pairs I've seen a lot of sketchy stuff.
Well, on the middle pairs, I've noticed a lot of stones, like a lot of 9s, 8s. Right. On your guy, it's a lot more like high splits. If you go high, it seems like it leaves.
Yeah, it's a little funky out there.
I feel like it's drying up, but then it's pushing down at the same time.
But just like that, on 17 and 18. That was another pocket 7-10.
That's the fifth one recorded.
Right. I think just in this game.
Apparently 13's had 2 as well.
And I believe James had a couple in the beginning over the 2 they won. So
This is a lot of splits today.
I think it's going to be a battle of cool heads because you can't get angry because right now it's a lot of leaves.
We are cruising through the day.
It is. We're actually going through the matches faster than I expected.
A lot faster than I expected.
We're at the end of the second game, and it's only 10:58. Yeah.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, with that 7-10, that does hurt us pretty bad.
It's not where you want to do it in the 10th.
No, and it was a good shot, too.
You had a nice turkey before that, too. Are we fully up?
Huh?
Back?
Yeah, we got all 3 back.
Alrighty.
Dave's was fixing it while you were out.
Well, I had to give him my seat, definitely. I was more in the way than anything.
No worries.
Typical
And I was filling in while everything was going. No
Let's
worries.
see, Short Lanes also does have a special on a bucket of beer. $21, 6 bottles, 24 imports, $27 IPAs and seltzers. Ooh.
Very good.
Ooh, I can go for a raspberry white claw for that one.
It looks like handicap 2, unfortunately, again, will probably go to the Hitmen. Great
Wow,
pickup by RJ.
RJ!
What a great pickup.
The bitch slap of a pin.
Absolutely.
Apologize for my language. Just been talking about balls all day. Robbie did a very smart ball team. Very well for him the second game.
Compared to the first game, O'Sullivan had a lot of struggles game 2. Maybe got lost in transition, maybe he picked it up towards the end. So let's see if game 3 he has something in him that can.
I think he's got one hell of a game left. I think he's got
Oh, Brooks zeroing.
Brooks with the foul on his last ball, but it counted.
I have to make sure. I don't know if that's a foul.
Ah, they're taking it out.
Technically, that's what they're supposed to do. If you foul, you have to take out.
Well, what are the rules of the foul? If you let go of the ball,
If you're
the
behind-
foul counts.
Yes. If you don't let go of the ball and you foul, you're good because you didn't throw the shot. Yeah. There is no bulk rule in bowling. No bulk.
It's one of those sticky situations. Let go of the ball or don't let go of the ball at that point. But if you don't let go of the ball, you severely hurt yourself. Yeah. Adam's got the first 2 in the 10th.
Oh, Jimmy. You good? Yes. Woo! Oh, yes.
force him
That's
to
what happens when you're 350 years old.
I thought I was born.
Young man.
350 when I was 16.
He can't even
That's when I was 16.
You can hear Robbie Guzman is very supportive of his team.
To give you a quick recap before the actual score sheets come in, Ocean Hitmen won scratch by 60 this game. The Dabba won handicap 1 by 19. And we're still waiting to see what happens with...
Gonna force him. Adam did what he needed to do. He went lights out, causing their other one. You know, he also as well has to. He's got a mark here.
He got it. I mean, unfortunately, Hitmen are going to win this game. Very close again. It still can come down to the last game because the wood was close both games. So one big game by Dabba and they take it. Unfortunately, the big thing is...
Oh, now I see where the handicap's put in. Not the 708, the 815.
Yes.
There it is.
It was very close, but I will...
Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. And halfway down the lane,
Alex bowling with 35 feet of lane instead of 40.
he must be throwing a 12-pound ball. He's got to be.
I would not be surprised.
Checking in halfway down the lane like that, it's got to be a 12-pound ball.
Maybe 13.
13 and a half. Now we have Mr. Reed, Mr. Schmidt. Perfect, I saw, amazing. Did it just need a turn off, turn on kind of thing?
Have you start or you said the whole thing?
That's just what it needed. It needed just the wake up. Early morning.
I knew I was trying to figure it out.
And Brandon picked up his spare.
Like, fuck.
I'd say shout out to the leadoff for Ocean Hitmen. He had a back 11 and struck here. This technically a backdoor 300. And not for nothing. They're rolling very well. I mean, and I feel like this is just a battle. Stella's getting no luck.
No. It's such a nice shot. Stone 9 pin. Wow. And Alex is getting ready on the approach.
Yes.
To throw a 12-pound ball. Halfway down the lane.
My Flintstone ball shot. My 6-pound ball.
He really does chuck it. He throws it like a softball player. It's out there.
But it shows you that all styles in bowling can work.
Everybody's got a different style of bowling.
Absolutely. And this is what I mentioned earlier, that early game 3, you're going to see some transition.
That weekend's not going to last anymore.
No. And as you can see, Alex even got the bite 2 early.
Hey, could have been a split though.
Yes, it could.
So this is makeable.
Absolutely.
But again, throwing a 12-pound ball halfway down the lane, it's hard.
Yeah. 12.
The 12-pound ball doesn't hit as good. Good pickup.
Picks himself up, cleans it up. Again, we said it first 2 games. Game spares, man. Game spares.
I think the key right now is that for the Hitmen, they got to keep their foot on the gas pedal. For the Dabba, they got to give it all they got now and try to get what they can. Because even if you can't win a pair, you can keep the win close overall.
100%.
Handicap 2 and 1 are still winnable for Dabadoos, and Scratch can still win a game and maybe even take one back. You never know.
What's a lot more points than I thought it was originally. Last year I didn't know as much about the point system as now I do.
The thing with X League is the point system, I feel, is a little bit more complicated than most expect it to be.
Carries the cross better than Jesus.
I hope the mic picked that up. I hope so too.
I hope they heard that.
I really hope they did too.
Don't tell them.
Rob Romer, which is famous catchphrases.
Modern technology in 2024.
Friggin' Robbie hit with the signature.
Jesus!
Jesus. So far a good start for pretty much all pairs. I mean, no one's.
See if religion works well for Robbie.
What would Mr. Guzman do? You got the mix?
Guzman did.
Yeah, buddy. Adam with the.
Ray with the windshield wiper.
RJ with the unfortunate side. I think he came in around a little late, so didn't get that kick out.
Yeah, lane's really gonna break down. It's gonna happen now.
What you're gonna see is a lot of hook and skid. You're gonna see some parts of the lane just die out, and then you're gonna see other parts. It's been a battle of the starting bowler for both Dabadoos and Hitmen, because like Evan shot a 277 to a 263. They both shot very well.
But just gotta keep that momentum going.
Absolutely. And if for the Hitmen, if Evan didn't shoot 277, they definitely would not be where they were. I think.
Oh, they have the most points as of right now.
Absolutely.
They've been destroying teams. The first 4 matches, they were doing unbelievable.
And listen, and that's what makes a good team is that you have different bowlers stepping up at the right time.
And Brandon Schmidt.
Brandon figured it out there, which is good.
Schmitty over there.
The Schmitty.
The Schmidt.
Alex with the fucking mix.
Again with the 12-pound ball. Chucking it halfway down the lane.
Sat there on a 15, as you can see.
What do you guys like, the commentators then? Alright, I like it.
Having a little bit of fun today, right?
I've been having fun. I've been having fun with it.
They'll be home probably about 1 o'clock. Why, you doing anything today?
Marcelo getting himself on the board.
Yeah, Reed!
Yeah, Johnny.
Woo! Apologize, you guys. It's definitely going to be a loud one. I am very sorry.
Headphone users beware.
Headphone users
Might want to lower your
beware.
volume.
Just like my man, you gotta mute me sometimes.
Okay, get into light 8-pin.
Let's see, Romer.
In that
That was
mixer.
textbook. That was a nice one.
Listen, this is what it's going to come down to. Is they're
What's
starting off.
coming down to, and soon, right around the corner, we have both Monmouth County and Ocean County Masters as well. Right around
The yearly
the corner.
tournament, the big tournament in the county every year that everyone usually takes part of.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see some heavy hitters there as well. Dave, are you bowling the Ocean County or the Monmouth County Masters this year?
I'm probably going to bowl the Ocean County Masters. Pick me up. Yeah, I have to get my application and stuff. It's due by tomorrow, I think, right?
Well,
Something like that.
I'm going to both if you need help with anything, but I don't know if they.
I think I'll be single streaming now.
Okay, perfect.
I'll be watching. I might take part. I might not. I'm not sure yet for the Masters.
Do it for fun. You guys have the both of you guys average well. So
But you know the thing is, I've only been bowling off my new form for like 6 months. I don't know.
It's $100, man.
Yeah.
I'm also doing the turkey bowl as well.
I am doing the turkey bowl.
I am doing the turkey bowl.
No, that's at Strathmore.
Is it? Yeah, it was $100 each. Travis signed us up for both of them, so I will be drinking.
This guy's Evan.
This guy right here.
Just let me know when you post it, like message me on Facebook, and then I'll share it on the
Cool.
X League page.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh no!
No, it's okay. No, we're talking about the stream and how the stream's not working. So the live stream's not working.
He's doing us a favor by doing this stuff. I could.
All right, guys. We got the score sheet recap for the match, and let's give you a recap. So, we're gonna go start with the scratch pair. Ocean Hitmen won 4-1 overall, with Jordan and Robbie winning their individual points, while Brandon Schmidt won his individual point for game 2, with the scores comparison of 684 to 624. So I think the Hitmen are up like 63 pins. So they are in a pretty good spot, but you never know. Handicap 1, it is a 4-1 for the Dabba-Doos though. Austin Cordero did win his one individual point, while Alex and RJ won their individual points. And that was a score of 728 to 747. Wood is within 10 pins, so whoever wins this game probably wins the Wood Pin Fair. And then handicap 2, Ocean Hitmen won once again 4-1. Shout out to Evan and Mike winning their individual points, with Evan shooting a 322 with handicap because he's a 183. He shot 204 and then 277.
Wow.
So he has a total handicap of 322.
322. That is a beautiful game.
And here's the crazy thing: the guy he versed Peter on the Dabba-Doo shot a 267 for a 302 with handicap. So they both shot over 300 with handicap, which any other matchup Peter probably would have won. He went against the one person he lost. And then Adam, shouts to him for winning his one individual point. And so it's a 4-1. So Wood's all relatively close as well. So game 2 is going to decide this matchup pretty much. Or game 3, I should say. My apologies.
Game 3. There's a lot of wood on the line, and Adam just struck. Oh yeah.
The Hitmen are on fire on scratch right now.
They
cannot miss.
They are.
So the big thing for them is to keep it close. Even if they can't win, keep the wood with respect. Osella making up his spare there. Good.
That's what it is. Game of spares. Keep it clean. Way to go.
I was telling a recap of who's leading, how much.
Robbie, are you still using the same ball that you were doing for the second game?
I am, yes.
I feel like the Lings transitioned one more time in the beginning of game 3. I watched a couple shots and it looks like they skidded a little bit more. And then
a little bit. They tightened up a little bit for us.
That's what I noticed, because it looks like you moved a little outer in and then missed.
Yeah. But there's just such a soup in the middle that if you miss in, you're okay.
I noticed that. You can hold the middle. Yeah. But the outside, no.
So all I had to do was just, I took like one board left, half step up on the approach and slow down a little bit.
No, come on.
I feel like speed's your is an advantage today. Like, I feel like if you got speed, I think you can take advantage today.
Control your speed.
That's what I'm saying. You control it with a nice angle.
You need to be faster, you can be faster, slower. It's like I needed to slow down. So
Do you feel like you're rapping going too fast?
Just everything's going back. It's slowing down.
Understood. Looks like you guys have a good start to the match, though. Let's see. Absolutely.
If we had a 2-bowler, we'd be okay.
Let's see what Alex can do here. You think he's going to go for one, or you think he's going to go for it?
I say in this phase, because the wood is so close, I wouldn't try going for it. I would just get the one. In my opinion, because wood is dead. If you're out by 100, then I'd say yes, get the most wood you can.
Just go for it.
That's Michael.
Well, he went for it and got the one, so I can't be mad.
You know what? He went for it, and he had the good look for it. Holy cow, that speed. Must have gone down to the 10-pounder. That was crazy.
That 11-pound carry.
11-pound carry.
That is the closest thing to temporary.
And now we have Dave up on lane 17.
Cybrano's been shooting well overall today. He had a very unfortunate end to game 2. He's trying to make it up here. As stated, this match is not over. Evan's just shooting his lights out. If you look at the chart, handicap 2, he shot.
Look at Reed. Reed with different ball screens, different everything. Reed figured it out. He has it.
I already know the answer to that. And to be honest, he's playing the way you should, right into the soup, right?
Yep.
Let it roll right in.
Not staying away from the outside.
And Austin's doing the same. It looks like Austin and Johnny are playing the same line, basically.
people that have similar bowling styles, they're starting to move in. They're staying away from the outside because of that push.
If you don't have the hand, that's what you have to do. That's the key, is if you don't have that hand, you rather play it just nice right in, let it roll right in through the soup.
You have to know to adjust.
Absolutely.
Yeah, RJ!
Our next league bowlers are Game 2 pot results. Scratch high game, Jimmy Rogers, 297. Nice full shot. Handicap high game, Rocky Cotto, 292. Eliminator cut scratch, 224, 224. Eliminator cut handicap, a mild 265, 265.
All right, JR.
Some nice scores for game 2.
I don't know. My brain's just dead.
It's all right. That's why we're here.
It's early and it's hot.
Oh, it's disgustingly hot in here.
It's getting hot in here. All right, let's see what Robbie's got. He's locked. Robbie's locked.
So is Romer. And like I said, they're not bowling. Neither team is bowling bad. The strikes are going Hitmen way at the moment.
100%. But you know what? Compared to the other games, I am not seeing as many red spares up on those frames.
No, this one seems like it's been less split oriented and more.
Ray Rivera up to that. Looking good.
Oh, yes. You got the trick. As a fellow lefty, the lefty's great.
Who are you?
Ray with the front 5 up right now. He's doing great.
I want you guys to know this. Evan has been straight. He has had 16 in a row. I want you guys to know that.
Really?
Yes, he has shot. And this is where you got to keep your cool and just try to make up ground.
And you know what? If you can't come back 100% for the win, every point matters, every pin matters.
Listen, and the big thing about this league you have to understand is if you can't take overall points, get your individual each match, get as much as you can snag because you never know. You can miss the playoffs by a pin.
Oh,
Or a point, I should
100%.
say. And if you could have gotten an individual point but you got frustrated, that's...
Losing by 1 pin, though, is rough. I've even done it. It's mentally just rips you apart.
I've always rather lose by a lot because at that point it's like, all right, I just got beat.
Oh, 100%, especially if the other person's completely done bowling and now it's all up to you and you have to do it. You have to strike and you get a 9.
Absolutely. Austin is rolling. They are on fire.
They moved in.
Yes.
Everybody you can tell is weaning from the outside and moving themselves in.
I think everyone's learning from each other, watching what works, and everyone made the migration. Rob had a great run. He actually almost split, but he got away with it. Had the trip. He almost left the 4-6. Which I believe is also one of the worst splits. Johnny with a great shot, keeping him alive. Oh, so oh, he got the trip. Okay, with this double. Even with all the strikes, scratch is close.
Let's see, Ray. And he's got another one.
Both Austin
Ray
and Ray
Rivera
are
is
on front.
fire
You
today.
look like Vinny out there with the knees going. This is why I take the lessons.
Ray, me and you have the same coach. That's the. It's funny enough, me and you have the same coach. That's the funny thing.
That's great, man. Yeah, I heard. That's right.
Yep.
Where you guys going to?
Zarchek.
What are you throwing?
Huh?
What ball are you using?
throwing?
Hammer effect.
It looked like
12
it.
pounds, right?
12 pounds of fury.
I like to throw 11s myself. I really want.
Oh,
I really,
yeah, I heard you actually land on the right foot.
I know.
I heard it's crazy. How is it?
You know, it was the first 3 months. I almost broke my ankle twice because I didn't know how to land really. And I was bowling at Majestic over the summer.
It's like learning how to walk again.
I did.
It's literally learning.
It was the hardest thing ever. For anyone that didn't know that I used to bowl with the wrong foot for 20 plus years.
How's it feel now?
Now it's like I can't throw up the wrong foot ever again. I can't even think about it.
Right.
But I'm at maybe like a solid 200s, 210s right now, give or take. I think I'll get back to 220s in due time. But I need another few months. I need to work on my 7s. Yeesh.
I need to work on my 10s. Yeah.
Yeesh.
10 pins are going to be the death of me.
Every bowler knows your 7 or 10 is so crucial. If you never practice it, just practice it.
Yeah.
It's so crucial.
And you can also set up straight spares, right?
At some places, yes.
Yeah.
Rev rates in Howell can. And some places, I believe, up north have the My Shot too, so you'll have to investigate.
Ooh.
But I'm not driving all the way north. So.
I know, but I need a day of just straight spares or going to play low ball.
It's all right. They all went down, John.
I love playing low ball.
All right. This game is definitely the most strikes that I have seen in any of the games so far.
This has been an absolute fist fight of a match.
This
Peter
is a
again with
battle.
the corner, and he might need to make a small adjustment somewhere.
But you know what? That lane 17 has been given issues all day.
Very
all
true.
day has been like that.
Very true. Evan just ended his streak, and he hit.
What was he at, 16?
He did 16 in a row. He did 16 in a row. That's nothing to be ashamed about. That's
16
fantastic.
strikes in a row. That is unbelievable.
We were keeping track of it. We were talking.
Unbelievable.
Crazy.
Okay, RJ?
RJ with a beautiful shot. And much needed to keep the pressure on.
Definitely does. Well, when you have a team like Strikeforce, they're striking. That's
Peter
what
with
they're doing.
a nice
They
spare,
aim to
which is
strike.
keeping him clean, keeping it. Brandon with another wrap. He just can't get the corner down. And Evan unfortunately opens. What a great run. Nothing to be ashamed
What
of.
a beautiful run. Holy cow.
Yeah, man, great run. You were keeping track of it. Good shit. Yeah, you had the back front 11, and then the back 5s. You're welcome.
Brandon picks up his 10 pin. Dave is up.
See if he can keep his
And
streak
then Ray.
going, which he does not. Stone 9.
A lot of weird stones today.
I wouldn't change that shot at all. It was a great shot.
Right up again.
Ray also ends on the 7th frame.
He had a nice run. And it wasn't a bad ball.
No, I think it just came late. And look at and I don't know if it can show, but there's a lot of 710s and lane 19 left the 710.
Right.
Came around late.
This was definitely a game of patience today. 100%.
And it's a frustrating day. And I think neither team has anything to be ashamed of.
Well, this is also a little bit different time-wise for us. This is the first match in the morning. Our first 4 matches have been at what, like 6, 6:30, 7 o'clock at night?
Yes. So
And we're going to 10, 11 o'clock at night.
This is to be aware that this is an abnormality. This is not the normal. We will be moving back to evening matches going forward. I don't remember our next match on the schedule offhand.
Right. Where's our next match?
Do you remember, Rex? It's Ocean Lanes in...
Not next week, week after.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah, against them again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we got you again?
They just happen to fall like that position. You guys are in second, and then it's a regular match.
So it's going to be a rematch.
Oh, God.
7-10?
This is going to be a lot of shit talking before the next match.
And also
between both teams.
And also, it's at their home house, technically.
I know. Having a home field advantage definitely is a big advantage.
And this is a matchup, I believe, that you want your home field.
I did.
And funny enough, it's funny because if you know the local area, then people talk about Ocean Lanes versus Playdrums. They're basically the 2 different worlds. Ocean Lanes is known for having the carry and having the open, like, I would say, shot to make.
They got some nice messengers over there. Some places, you know, they lack on those. Ocean is a messenger house.
And then you go to Playdrum where it's feast or famine, where if you can't get it going, it's going to be a really rough day.
Playdrum is a house that I feel always feels like a sports shop to me. Every single ball, you have to attack the pocket. You can't hope for it to float in to catch that dry spot. You have to attack it.
And it will expose your weaknesses. And I believe Shore, in a way, is doing the same thing.
Bush and Hitmen are doing very well today.
You know, and there's not much else to say. I mean, I feel like they've all thrown great. Ryder with another great shot. Keeping the pressure on. And Austin had a great run on the ended in the 8th frame. And handicap 1's been nothing but a shootout. And same with Scratch. It's been all shootout.
This is going to be a full-blown rematch in 2 weeks against the top 2 teams again.
Absolutely.
Again.
And here's the funny thing. Even though it looks like out of there, Romer just opened. So if Brandon strikes, that can bring it right back in. There is an opening. But unfortunately, it was solo. So it will be. Adam got away with it.
Out of trouble. That could have been a lot fugglier than it was.
I thought it was a big 4 straight up.
See if Romer can do it. Romer's just going for the wood.
He's got to go up.
No, she's been writing him down.
I'm going to take a picture.
Let's see what RJ can do.
RJ keeps it alive with the run.
RJ keeps it alive. I know, let's go. I'm sorry. Throw your 10-pound ball.
I'll get my ramp.
So feisty all the time, that Alex. Ray walking away with a strike. Ray came to bowl this 3rd game, guys. He's coming for it.
They all came to bowl. This has been an Ocean Hitmen day, to be honest with you. They bowled very well.
They did.
While they've been winning a lot, I think you'll look at the scores and you'll see that it's been, I would say, almost deceiving. Where it's like you think it would be a run over, but really it hasn't been.
You would think for some of these big heavy hitters as well that everything's super overly competitive as well. Everybody's been super, friendly to one another and showing sportsmanship to everybody.
Sportsmanship has been very big here today, and I will say this has been a very fun matchup. I mean, of course, being on the Dabba, I hope my team to win. But at the same time, there's no shame. And Marcel with a nice spare conversion over there.
Whew.
That was really cool.
I hope you guys saw that. If not, go back a little bit and zoom in on that camera.
That was really cool. And nothing else to say, but I think the Hitmen probably earned it today. They bowled well. There's nothing else to be said. At this point, if you're the team that's losing, the best thing you can do is hope to snag some extra points that you weren't able to before.
But whatever points that we leave this game, getting next in 2 weeks.
Yes.
2 weeks are coming for them.
Oh, you're my idol!
Johnny with another strike in the pocket.
Yeah, Johnny!
Very great run so far by Johnny Levine. And the middle pair is still alive. That's the funny thing.
That's a lot of strikes up on handicap 1.
Yes.
A lot.
And it seems like it might be the pair done before anyone else, potentially.
Well, they were done first the first game as well. Pretty sure they've been in front of everybody the whole time that we've been here.
Absolutely. Nice spare by Peter.
Those bowlers don't waste any time. They are up, they're moving, they are ready to go.
It also doesn't help that it's in the morning and people want to go already early, right?
I actually enjoyed the morning today. Got up, got ready, got breakfast, chocolate chip pancakes.
Yeah, I mean... And this is a close matchup. I mean, now the pressure's on Ray for at least the middle pair. I mean...
But Ray bowls super well under pressure.
He does. I mean, look at the way he's only missed one, and that was in the 7th, and it was a good shot.
Look at those brand new white Dexter shoes that he's got on too. Those things are sweet. I'm looking the white look of those.
I like them because I think Dexter always keeps a similar style, just different colors now, and I have the red version of those. I love them.
I feel like white shoes would just get super dirty.
They'll
so
get dirty
quick,
in 5 seconds.
Nice. Seeing them all around.
Mike almost got the turkey, but the 9 pin refused to go down. Let's see what Ray does here. And he went high. Ooh! This changes the trajectory a little bit. Adam looking for a big strike here, and he didn't get it. What?
All those pins didn't have that 7. On 17, those corner pins have been messing everybody up.
Absolutely. It's been quite the story.
Alright, now this finishing is going to be...
Let's see if he can snag the pins, and he got one.
He had the right approach for it, though.
I thought he was going to get it, actually. It looked good for a
I'm
second.
super surprised that it didn't come back that little, quarter of an inch.
Absolutely. Adam gets a spare.
Ooh, that ball was taken off towards the end, though. I didn't know if it was going to hold.
Good question. Alex with the 8. I think your frustration set in for Alex a bit. Because if you see it, if you notice on his shots, he left the 9 pin a few times on good shots. And now I think he tried to throw it even harder and it went through the face. And he cleaned it up, so that's good.
He threw that thing 28 miles an hour, it looked like, at that point.
Camera registered at 24.56. I think it's probably at least a little faster.
Oh, I'm surprised the pin didn't shatter.
And there's a split for James at the bottom, which actually could be huge, because that leaves it open.
It does.
Because they're close. Back with a nice shot on the scratch.
All of these matches have been super close.
They've been very good. Went a little high, but she had a good run this game.
She did. Did a very good run this game.
And does Alex finish on a good note? He does.
With a double tap on the 10.
Hey, a big 10
Because one
there.
tap ain't enough, you gotta hit it twice.
Absolutely.
All right, Jordy.
Tack is up, he has his first strike in the 10th frame.
Tack has been bowling pretty solid all day. I think a couple shots got away from him, but he's been relatively where he should be the entire time. Like, he's made Jordan earn
I feel just this shot has frustrated a lot more teams than what we thought was going to be frustrated
for sure.
today.
And I think Edwin, after his run, I think he hit a transition point. I noticed his ball is not moving the way it was.
Hey, well, you know what? What do you have, 14, 15 strikes
16.
in a row? Jesus.
Johnny got the first one.
16 strikes in a row. That is an unbelievable accomplishment.
Shout out to Johnny.
That should be a dog tag on its own.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Peter with the strike. Let's see what Johnny is clearing himself up. Let's see here. Does he clean it up? Yes. Now let's see what Johnny does in the 10th frame. All right, Johnny.
Release.
Johnny got the front
Yeah,
11.
Johnny!
Big shot. Jordan with a nice finish, I think, for a solid 268. What a great game. Both bowled well, but Jordan got the strikes rolling, and that was it. There we go. We're giving you a close-up view of this. And let's see. Right here. All right, Johnny. Good boy. Yeah!
And Johnny ran with a
300 in game 3.
In game 3.
Fantastic, Johnny.
Way to go, Johnny.
Congratulations, bro. You got one now. Great job, Johnny.
Yeah, Michael.
Let's see what Austin. Austin's gonna have to give.
Well, 10's been 4-9.
Brandon with the strike, he can do one more. I think Smith's got one more in him.
Absolutely. Hey, cut the wood down. I mean, hey, you're not gonna be able to win, but you know, go for your matchup. You can still get a point though.
Good?
Yes. Romer got the trick. Let's see what RJ does. RJ got the first one.
Oh, with the tap.
He's gonna put the pressure on.
He is. Again, that's what being the anchor is all about. Put it on.
Absolutely. It's huge. Brandon with a nice finish. Austin with a nice shot. If RJ gets one more, he can clinch the game. I think. Because then he just fills in. And then it's up to Ray to decide who takes the wood.
Wow. Still, I don't know where wood is right now, but it's still got to be close.
I think it's within 10, if I remember correctly.
Dang.
It's close.
That is a crazy close amount of wood.
It absolutely is.
All right. Here we go. He's got
Overall,
one.
I do not feel we're gonna. I think Scratch is gonna be mostly a loss for Dabba today. At 9, so that gives us one
they
pin
came
back.
with some good hitters for Scratch today.
Absolutely, they threw the ball well. RJ got the trip. That was huge. And RJ can get all 10 here, put the real pressure on.
Damn, I suck.
Alex with the pep talk to himself.
580, and we don't shoot 800 as a team. It is what it is. Come on, do it.
You were right there.
Rematch in 2 weeks. We bowl
Listen,
them
hey, you were
again
right
in
there.
2
Just didn't go
weeks.
down a few times.
You can make this.
I don't know. I hope I'm in the next match.
I'm okay if I am or not.
I want Ray Rivera.
Ray got the first.
I want Ray.
Ray tried by Pete, just could not get it over.
It was looking good.
And that's an unfortunate happenstance too, because if he would have gotten the strike there, it could have cut some major wood down.
Could have brought it. Could have just also cushioned for a
RJ
little
unfortunately went high, but hey, he gave
But
us
you got Dave. Dave's also on the front three.
for the pressure.
If he goes with it all the way through, could give a little bit of space possibly to come back and finish strong.
Absolutely. It depends on what they do. Ray has a stone, I think.
That looked like a really good ball to me.
It was. I'm not sure who won the overall wood though today. Actually, this is real close.
We're gonna have to wait till all the paperwork is figured out to really know. At this point, it's too close.
At least for handicap. I mean, Scratch we know.
Well, Scratch is different. Easy paperwork for that.
But we already know based on the handicap. Now it's just a question of individual points.
Individual points. Every point matters.
And he missed it out. So it's a point. It's a pin down. Does that pin make a difference? And David shot.
All right, well that one's done.
We're still on the 3.
How do I go to that one?
Bad for a bunch of house hacks, right? What we do. Not bad for a bunch of house hacks.
Come on.
I don't know how to just get that one.
It's alright. Nice shot, Adam.
Yeah, Adam.
It's close. All 3 games came down to the 10th, and just the 10th frame got us good.
It did.
Yeah, I was just
That's how you know I don't need 30.
That's how you know. She knows. She knows.
She's beautiful.
What a cutie.
Oh, what's her name?
Not till you turn
Nice finish, Adam. One more. Finish strong.
Finish strong, dude.
Get your point.
If she say no, I definitely am.
I'll let you decide this. You guys can fight it out. Okay.
Better have a nice
I got until tomorrow, right?
beginning of like.
Do I drop? Can I mail that? Or drop it off?
I'm gonna do this.
You're not really gonna have time to mail it. It's too much.
Or I'll drop it off tomorrow then. If you need it.
God, it better not be embarrassing.
This paper is
Nope,
so...
you ain't got shit to do on the 24th.
Oh, this is a Staples special.
They have it here.
Doing the 24th.
They have that here.
Robbie gave it to me.
What?
Robbie gave it to me.
See if they make a
And
copy.
then Mama County
Oh, I think he has more.
out to
Oh, he has a box right there. Just ask him for one.
Oh, he does?
It all depends on what pair you
You have another copy.
How are you gonna write on these?
What's up?
It's like it's laminated.
Ask George.
Laminated.
He looked at me and said, I got the good paper. Everything's fingers on it.
This is
finish,
a
Adam.
Staples special.
Way to finish. Laminated.
Okay. To put us back on, it's multi. Thank you. Getting the hang of it.
Transition.
I'm gonna let him finish.
Oh my god, that's my douche. Yeah! That's my douche. Jimmy the douche.
We were afraid of me not being the PG-13 today. There's a lot of other people out there. I'm like, maybe you didn't hear that.
Gene, get her. Where's right?
And if I transition, we should see one camera. Go back to
That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to just get to camera 3. So instead of 1, 2, 3, I was
so I
trying to
gotta
get to
transfer that
3.
one.
So we managed to steal a pair.
We did.
This pair.
But we got the same team again in 2 weeks at their home house in Ocean Lanes.
Absolutely. We'll have to know about point. We'll not have to know about point totals soon.
Today because we're not.
664 with one open. I still fucking
I had 2 opens. Both in front. Ruined games.
So that is the end. Match is done.
Now we're just waiting on the final points.
It was a relatively close day. It was no blowout, truly. I think Scratch Game 3, I will say I think Ocean Hitmen got their groove and ran with it, and they rolled really well.
Looks like Thunderbirds is still finishing up.
Other teams are still finishing up for their
Ace is
matches.
high, too.
and I lose by 10 fucking points.
I think this is a real...
I give it 10.
It came down to the end, and I just don't know where it comes down to. And we'll just see where the points go.
I don't know how much money I
I'm not
I think I get more than
I'm pissed because that 8-3 costs us game too.
And the funny thing with X League is that even if it looks like a blowout, it might not actually be as blowout as much as you think. Because individual points add up.
They do.
So, we're switching over now.
Dave, how do you feel that you did today?
Not bad. I mean, I could have done better for sure.
Tell us about the shot.
So I had 2 opens, and they were both in the 10th frame, and they destroyed good games. Game 2, I ended up with I think a 211, and I could have easily had a 240 out of that. Game 3, I ended up with a 240. I could have easily had a 260, 270 out of that, and it just didn't happen.
Well, the same team again in 2 weeks.
That's good.
At Ocean Lanes.
We're gonna get some fucking redemption, you know.
That's what we need.
I think we had a good lineup. I think we didn't bowl bad overall as a team.
No, they just both. This is a shot that they're more familiar with. I think coming out of Ocean, they're used to that carry down shot, and they rolled over us, man. What are you gonna do?
We'll see what the final total is. I mean, I don't think we got totally crushed. I think it's probably like a 25 something, maybe 30.
I think it's closer to like 20.
We'll see, because we did manage to snag this pair,
Yeah,
which did help.
but they didn't finish. Actually, they get handicapped too, so I don't know what the handicap is.
We do not know.
It's weird that it's not all in the one already. money, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
certain centers have it set up like that. I don't understand why.
Every center has their scoring system do it very differently with handicap, and sometimes they show it at the end. They only show the team handicap. They don't really show the individual.
Well, everybody's got a different screen system as well. You know, some people show speed, some people show. I wish it showed rev rate. I don't know it.
Yeah, we have to do that at rev rates actually, or like a place with Specto.
I did that.
Well, I know with the three of us, me, you, and Travis did that.
I know. Didn't get the number I quite wanted, but
I'm just
I think I
surprised.
got the number I deserved.
After seeing Travis's number, I'm surprised he doesn't break his wrist every time.
I'm surprised he doesn't break everything all the time.
Because he got it over 600 a couple times. I'm surprised he didn't break his wrist.
Yeah, rev rate's over 600. How crazy is that? Apparently, it's all about the finger flicking.
How do you feel about today?
I shot 680 and it was a bad 680. I shot, felt pretty good about it otherwise.
Any regrets?
Well, I kind of, when it's a house shot, it's like you don't always target. You just kind of throw the ball off field, but you couldn't miss right, so you had to target. So that's my regret. My regret is not targeting.
Got it. So you played just more of an area, just let it roll out there and let it come back.
Like if I hit the wrong area, it's gonna be bad.
What balls did you throw today?
Pure NB and the Summit.
Okay.
The Summit, all of a sudden, I just stopped getting out of it right. I don't really know why. And then I just rolled bad after that with that ball, so I switched.
I noticed that with game one. It looked like the summer was rolling well, and then at the middle of game one, something happened. I don't know if the reaction was bad or out of your hand. It looked like I noticed that.
Yeah, I never produced the same reaction again. And I'm like, oh, if I can't, then this ball isn't going to work. So
and you made a good switch, and that was great.
Yeah, it was fine. I needed to make some better shots. I missed a couple spares. I went 28 to 30, like that's, cost 700, but we as a team needed to do a lot more than that to beat those guys. They were very good.
Well, we do get to rematch them in 2 weeks at their home house at Levine.
Oh, shit.
I know, right?
Would you potentially be interested in that rematch?
Well, I gotta check my schedule, but yes, absolutely.
Nice. So
This is awesome. Cool stuff. Look at this thing.
It makes it a lot more fun, and also. I have to shout out Dave because Dave Saprino set all this up. I don't know.
Dave, 100% all the credit to Dave for this setup. We did have a couple technical difficulties in the beginning, and we're not able to live stream, so this is recorded and then will be uploaded to X League after we're finished.
Absolutely. And honestly, I feel like neither team bowled truly bad. Like, if you look at the scores and the pacing, it wasn't like a blowout.
No, look at the scores.
It was seesaw, bad break, good shot, bad shot. I think, like, they managed to snag it from here. Like, I thought they were going to lose here. And this one, it came down to the 10th frame each shot.
Oh, yeah, literally. Like, it doesn't look... Like, Scratch was handily lost, but... It wasn't ever. It really wasn't a blowout.
No.
It just kind of like fell the way it fell. With now I'm not the type that blames carry. You have to do the right stuff on the approach to get the carry. So you don't match up. Somebody else does. But they did something that you didn't.
Right.
Which you could look into that, whatever that was for me. I tried to make too much shape with the ball in game 2, and when I toned it in and kind of played kept it in front of me and kept it in the oil. That was what Robbie Guzman did. Robbie Guzman did that the best. Jordan's on the left, so you really can't go off of him.
Right.
John Reed also did that pretty well.
I was noticing that.
Nice.
By game 3, a lot of people started to move their angle straighter and more in the
Oh
seat.
yeah, played a little bit more inside instead of staying so far outside.
I think that's where Alex struggled in game 3 because he played a lot of hand and he was pushing it out there. And I think he would try to bite and then it would just either jump too high or roll out and not get the finish. I think we did overall well. I mean, even the score doesn't show it. I think any other team, any other day, I think this could have been still a win. It's just one of the things that we bowled good, they bowled better.
That's completely fair. It's like you still want to try to win, right? So it's like, oh, this isn't the best. Like I can guarantee you, this is not the best we can do.
Absolutely not.
This is the type of bowling that you try to do your best. You can hold your head high. You can hold your head high and say, hey, I did okay. But then you can also say, hey, these are the things I have to work on.
I do feel some people are also thrown off from the 6, 7 o'clock starts, so the early 9 a.m. start.
I mean, X-League is usually at night, so this definitely threw me off. I'm like, I'm glad I wasn't bowling. I feel like I wouldn't be able to throw shit. I wouldn't be able to do anything.
I walked in right at 9:30, and like I had to get ready and stuff. Maybe I would have done better if I were a little more prepared. I went 5 of the first 6, so it wasn't like that was the problem because I started off really hot. Actually, it was 6 of the first 7.
Oh, you were rolling good. I mean, I feel like besides a couple of shots I could tell you didn't like, I mean, you felt like you were there where you wanted it, and you had a chance pretty much almost every shot. Even if it wasn't a direct hit, you got it. So, I think we'll get second. That's why it's a season, right?
Yeah. Oh, I know. I agree. It's good. We're going to get a lot of points, which is good. Even though it's we're going to get a lot of points.
I think we'll snag at least 20, 25.
Yeah.
And we move on to Oceanians and get a revenge.
Yeah, 100%. That's what bowling's all about, is revenge, shit talking, and having a good time.
I hope we get him at Playdrum. That's what I think would be fun. I want to see him at our home.
I like Playdrum a lot. There's a lot of oil there.
Yes.
A lot. It is the house of oil.
And we were talking about that with over here earlier when we were recording, but like it's such a different world compared to Ocean Lanes. It's like the opposite lane. It's like Ocean Lanes, you have a lot of area, and I feel like Playdrum you don't. Like you miss. So hopefully Playdrum you miss.
Playdrum it feels like a sports shot to me. You have to attack the pocket. There's no wedge room anywhere.
No, if you miss, you miss. You don't come back.
There's no blend there. It's like it's just a shot, and then you play somewhere. Here, there's no blend either. So I have to always remind myself, like if there's a block of oil somewhere, there's a target somewhere, and if you miss, even if it looks different, right? Like most people think, oh, you missed out, it's not going to come back, you're going to wash out. But you might miss out and it might come high. Either way, it's a miss. It's not going to strike, so you have to keep that in mind when you have your margin of error. I'm starting to believe less and less in house and sport shots for my own bowling, because if I have the house shot mentality and I just have to throw it in the area and the area isn't there, I get myself in trouble.
I can see that. Like, do you feel that if you keep that mindset the same no matter what, you feel that it will be your best bowling regardless?
Yeah, when I do the most, I gotta make the shape and I gotta keep the ball at certain spots, and I can do that back there before I get up there. That's what I do my best.
Whoa. If you had to feel like what kind of bowler would struggle here the most based on what you saw, like what would you?
Right here?
Yeah, like what kind? Like based on like what type of bowler do you feel like would not do well?
High rep rate always does well in a lot of places. I think bowlers that I don't even think a type of bowler. I just think that bowlers that can do certain things do better than others. I'll give you an example. Those that can keep it in front of them will do really well here because they'll keep it in the oil block. Those that rely on a big angle and a big margin of error, I don't think they'll do well. High rev rates, you can make high rev rate work anywhere.
Right.
I don't think that's going to hold back. I know Joey really struggled because his ball.
26 on loss.
His ball was hooking all the time.
So, as you mentioned, we got the final tally, and we're going to give you the total. So, Scratch, Ocean Hitmen 21, Dabba 4. But, hey, better than nothing, right? We got to get points are points. For Handicap 2, it was 20-5. Ocean Hitmen with 20, Dabba 5. And then for Handicap 1, it was Ocean Hitmen 8 and Dabba 17. So, maybe not the result we want, but we took more than maybe I expected, especially with some of the struggles that some people are having in the 10th frame. And I feel like Handicap 2 was closer than people think, even though it was a sweep. If he didn't go on that run, because if we look at notable scores, the leadoff for Handicap 2 for Ocean Hitmen went out the door insane. He's a 183.
Oh yeah, Evan! Holy cow!
Let's look at the series: 204, 277, and 202. We shot 818.
Here we go.
Handicap with 683 scratch.
Jones, 276.
He did great.
How's the left, Jimmy? Mr. 297. Winner take all scratch, Chris Jones, 276. Handicap high game, Austin Cordero, 299. Winner take all handicap, Austin Cordero, 299. Scratch series first place, Frank Gagliano, 771. Second place, Chris Jones, 742. Handicap high series first place, Frank Gagliano, whatever it is, 855. Second place, Austin Cordero, 853.
high shooting today.
Told ya. We pulled it out after game 1, man. Some people struggled
we were
in
bringing
the
that up.
beginning, and
Yeah,
then
Liberty
second and
results.
third game.
I thought it was going to be a high shooting day for a lot of people.
This is scratch by the way. Second place, Mark Berry, 235. Handicap, first place, Wilson Cordero, 299. Second place, Frank, 285.
Drinks are on Austin.
Once you get back to the table,
Yep.
if you have any questions to scores, you can ask me, but they're paying out their final.
We will see them
Thanks
in
for
2
playing.
weeks.
Next match is
All right, guys.
December 1st, I
That's our
think.
first stop
That's
that
right.
I'm trying to stream this way, so we'll see how it works out. And
5th tour stop, first
There you
time
go.
attempting
What Ray
this
just said. Thank you,
hopefully it
but
works out. We'll see.
Good enough.
The first time
If it
commentators
doesn't,
for us both.
We'll figure it out.
Wrong Hispanic.
Let us know how they did at commentating.
Yes, please, high scores,
They did a
please.
good job.
You guys can add up how many curse words they used.
I know I'm under 5. I
Please
can't
don't.
talk for everyone else. I'm under 5. I know
I
that.
held my language today, I promise. But we will
Swear.
see you all again in 2 weeks at Ocean Lanes. Same lineup. We're going to do it again.
You can add one more. Crap.
Take it easy, y'all.